Hi, and welcome to another episode of me on Jikari, the Imperial agent through my playthrough. This episode will feature me running through the Flashpoint, the Black Talon as a group. Flashpoints are like your dungeons in most cases. So yeah, for the most part, this will be interesting, a little bit fun to watch. There's actually stories for these flashpoints. Who are we waiting on? Looks like just the tank, Sith Juggernaut. So it looks like in our group we have a bodyguard mercenary, which is nice. That's actually one of my main classes. I enjoyed that class, so that's pretty good to see. Cool to see. A Sith Juggernaut and a level 14 Sith Marauder. Alright, so we got in. So there'll be some story involved. I'll be quiet for the most part, other than running around. You won't see any companions, as a group of 4 people is the maximum amount of players you can have in a group. It's something I suggest you do when you first get out, just because everyone looks for the Black Talon. And especially now, like, the group finder, you're not freaking spamming for looking for group, which was hard to find for some of the higher mid-level instances, I should say. Like Athos and Hammer Station. Alright, so here we go. We have to start out with Lieutenant Silas. Yes, this is designed for 2 people to run through. And we have 4.
We'll tell the captain that I'll be back on the bridge as soon as I've done his errand.
Yes, sir.
Good to have you aboard. I'm Lieutenant Silas, second in command of the Black Talon. We're your ride to Drummond Cass.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Indeed. Welcome. It's not a comfortable ship, but as transports go, it does its job. On our present course, we should arrive at the capital within a day. Won't be any trouble. I should also add on behalf of everyone, it's an honor to service the Sith and the Korriban Academy. Consider yourself our guest.
Your respect for the Sith is admirable, Lieutenant.
Thank you, my lord. I'm the Empire's loyal servant. I won't keep you further. When we arrive in the Drummond system, I'll have you informed. In the meantime, your droid's in the conference room. We picked it up with the upgrades from Geonosis. When we docked here, it mentioned your names.
If my droid's waiting, then I should see what it wants.
Feel free to bother the crew if you need anything else. I'll be on the bridge. And you, soldier, when you're done playing honor guard, get back to your post. This isn't a luxury yacht.
Yes, sir.
So as you can see, a lot of people want me to skip through this. I'm not going to, for the reason of doing this playthrough. I might type something to the guy.
Identity confirmed. Good day. I'm Advanced Protocol Unit NRO2. My functions are diplomacy, translation, manslaughter, and calumniation. I have an urgent message for you from my master. Please stand by for delivery.
I'm listening. Continue.
This is Unit NRO2.
Might be a little bit of a
Grand
lie
Moff
in the
Kilran.
group.
You are now in contact with the Black Talon.
Well, so I am.
That's one way I'm going to get through the cutscenes.
My name is Rikus Kilran. I'm commander of the 5th Fleet, second to the Minister of War, and my personal favorite, the so-called Butcher of Coruscant.
Something wrong with the hologram, or is your face supposed to look like that?
The scars, they're an old gift from a Jedi friend. I barely notice them anymore. 6 hours ago, the Republic engaged in an illegal border skirmish on the edges of Imperial territory. One enemy warship escaped. That warship The Brentaal Star is carrying a passenger of vital strategic importance. Yours is the only vessel placed to intercept.
Then you're in trouble.
I don't believe you're right. Let me explain. The warship's passenger is codenamed the General. We don't know his identity, but the Republic believes he possesses military secrets, our military secrets. I trust the reports. The General must be captured or killed. Captain Orzik, the man commanding your transport, doesn't share my enthusiasm. He's disobeyed my orders to attack. Feel free to show him what the Empire does to cowards. Then commandeer his ship, find the Brentaal Star, and deal with the General.
Sounds like a good opportunity for violence.
Truly it's comforting to find patriots in this age of skirmishes and border disputes. We need individuals like you if we're to survive the next Great War.
I will lead the way to the bridge. Once Captain Orzik is deposed and our hijacking is complete, we may proceed to the Brentaal Star.
So as you can see, I'm getting social points as we continue on.
Please move aside immediately.
Those are just points you gain when you're in a group.
Halt! This is a restricted area. Captain Orzik's command. You'll have to leave immediately.
No talking. It's time to die.
Blasters out! Attack! Attack!
And here's our first mini-boss.
Immediately.
As you can see, a lot of the enemies are 10 times easier to kill. So compared to WoW, we need a full group for all enemies.
If you are concerned about the loss of life,
Acquiring a tank is not completely needed.
Crew members will be strategically insignificant.
So we're just rushing through this. No big deal. Pretty easy because it is designed for 2 people. The first one is anyway. Alright, so we made it to the cap.
All Marines have been neutralized, scanning for additional threats.
What's going on? Sir, stay calm, Ensign. Everyone stay calm.
No threats found. The bridge is now secure.
Cooperate or die.
Hands off the consoles. We're all listening, my lord.
I can handle this, Lieutenant. I'm Captain Revenant Orzik. I'm pretty sure I know what this is about. For the record, I take complete responsibility for my actions.
You've confused me with someone who cares.
I'm not looking for a pardon. I just don't want my crew punished. You're here because of the Moff, aren't you? You must want the Brentaal Star's passenger pretty badly. Or maybe he just hates me. The Black Talon would be destroyed chasing a battleship. I've fought in the war before and I'll fight again, but I don't do suicide missions.
Now I'm gonna select the dark side option. This actually makes a big difference.
Suicide was deciding you could ignore your superiors.
Now everyone will get the points that they selected.
Shut up! You have our attention, my lord.
See
What
that in
would
the
you have
corner?
us do?
Let this be a lesson. Your only hope for survival is complete and utter loyalty.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In accordance with Article 27A of the Imperial Code of Military Conduct, command of this vessel has been lawfully transferred. New orders are being downloaded to your consoles. Priority 1, intercept the Brentaal Star.
Bukara, do as the droid says and prepare to jump to light speed.
Emerging from hyperspace now. One Thranta-class warship on the scanners. Powering up.
Enemy is firing. Turbo lasers, missiles, and what looks like transport pods. I'm not sure.
The pods are a distraction. Return fire. Aim for their power generators. So long as they're damaged and we're not, we have the advantage.
Lieutenant, Captain Silas, sir. Engineering is reporting blaster fire. They just cut out.
Remind me to report your incompetence when we get to Drummond Cars.
Damn it! There must be some sort of boarding action. If they're in engineering, they could destroy this ship. With due respect, I recommend you lend a hand down there.
Time to rage.
I'll notify security.
And don't worry, we won't let those Republic scum get away.
So, this is actually where your choice of killing them or deciding to let them live has a big impact on how this Flashpoint goes. First off, he would realize that the pods had soldiers in them and would actually perform like an evasive. Because he's performing this evasive action, deck. Because he's performing this evasive action, you don't have to deal with this. Instead, you have to try to jump onto the other ship pretty quickly. You face a minor boarding party, I believe. But because you're dealing with someone who doesn't really have much experience, quick lore object.
Anyone read me? This is engineering. We have an emergency. Please respond. The droids locked us out of the control room. They're sabotaging the engine.
So, we have to fight all these droids. It's not even close to how it would go if you went to light side. So this is interesting. There's our first boss, the GX-R5 sabotage droid. Now, if you guys ever watched the pre-release videos, I'm sure you would have already seen really early footage of this at PAX. Dallas Dickinson talking about this actual scene, as well as showing some of the things you find. Now the first difference is there's actually no Jedi. They took that part out at the end. That's actually how you go back up to the top of the ship. And now we gotta deal with this droid, which is what they added, a boss. Doesn't have a lot of health. It has an interesting strat. It actually spawns little droids that need to be kited around. When I do this on my sniper, I actually kited these droids around.
Please return to the bridge. We need you.
Alright, so Juggernaut gloves for the Juggernaut. Useless to me. Grats to him. Hope you have fun with that. Level 12. So it's hard to see because again this is designed for a level 2. Or for 2 people, sorry. 2, I wish it was. So because it's designed for 2 people, we're actually dealing with these fights really fast. On hard mode, which is level 50 content, at least I think it still is, unless it scales up with you. That's what I always had to do on my sniper. I'd actually attack the droids and kind of kite them with me. Because if you don't do that, at least when everyone was lowly geared, you'd pretty much die.
All decks. We're holding together, sir, but I don't know for how long.
Make sure it's long enough, Ensign. Your life and career are at stake.
Please stand alert. Grand Moff Kilran's representatives have returned.
Congratulations, my lord. Security reports that the sabotage droids have been destroyed.
I'm always a professional.
Oh, please. Please don't kill us.
Shut up, Ensign, or I'll kill you myself. We've penetrated the Brentaal Star's outer defenses. Their next assault come until we
so that's an interesting comment.
Another minute, maybe 2.
Transmission coming in. Long range. It's a message, but it's not from the Brentaal Star.
Put it through, Ensign.
This is Jedi Grand Master Satil Shan hailing unidentified Imperial vessel. I'm en route to your location with 16 Republic vessels. I'm asking you to retreat before more lives are lost.
Your pleading is pointless, Jedi. I am Sith, and there is nothing you can do to stop me.
I've heard those same words from others of your kind. They are never true. The Brentaal Star is under my protection. Our convoy was ambushed and I sent the star ahead. We will reunite. I just crippled 3 Imperial dreadnoughts. I don't wish to destroy you. The peace between Republic and Empire is fragile enough already.
If you're afraid of the diplomatic consequences, why not meet us alone? Without Republic backing.
Because there are lives at stake here, not my pride. Incidents like this are happening across the galaxy, but only because we let them. Leave the Brentaal Star to me. If you don't, then may the Force be with you. Because the men and women aboard that ship can hold you off until we arrive. And you will be defeated.
We'll see about that. End transmission.
Affirmative. Ending transmission.
Entering fighter range. The Brentaal Star is launching its first squadron.
All right. Now we're close enough to fly in and send a raiding party. I assume you're going.
Now you'll see what a Sith is capable of.
Before you go, you should know something. Most of the Marines will back you up, but we had to execute a few for refusing to fight.
They were terrified after what happened to the captain. They panicked.
They're dead now anyway.
We did retrieve their equipment. It's yours. We're doing our very best to serve you, I swear.
You've done well, so far. Continue, and all will end well.
Ignore him. I'll make sure he doesn't trouble you in the future.
I advise that you proceed to the shuttle bay. The flight to the Brentaal Star may be hazardous, but Grand Moff Kilran has complete faith in your abilities.
So that's actually an interesting thing to get out of that chest, an epic mod. So basically now we have to go aboard the Republic vessel and capture this general. Now, that's another thing on how the Flashpoint ends. I won't spoil it, but the ending's different than if you let the captain live compared to killing him. We'll rush through here. There's 2 more bosses. Well, 3 actually if we count the bonus mission. Assuming it's a bonus mission now. I'm gonna change that, which it looks like they have. No, never mind. Nice, I hit 11. So this is one of the longer flashpoints in terms of story. I know after seeing all of this quite frequently, you're just like, why do I need to see this 50 times? And it gets a little boring. The one thing I like about these flashpoints is that they're long. Like, wide variety of maps, so to speak. You actually feel like you're running through a big ship.
This is Protocol Unit NRO2. I hope you're receiving this message clearly, and that your flight was free of incident. Please hold for Security Coordinator Ensign Bukhara.
The Marines are on their way. They'll follow you in and hold each junction you secure. Try not to take too long. We're not a military ship. What you have is all you're getting.
I'm not interested in excuses. If I need more Marines, you'll pick up a blaster yourself.
Yes, but I understand.
I have been scanning the Brentaal Star's communications, and security forces appear to be moving to protect the escape pods. It is extremely likely that the crew is attempting to evacuate the General. You must retrieve or eliminate him before he escapes.
I don't need a droid telling me how to do things.
Understood. I am simply looking after Grand Moff Kilran's interests. I will be in contact if the situation changes. Proceed to assault all defense points between you and the target.
Alright. Just going after the General. So yes. This is one of the long ones in terms of story. I mean, I'm having to deal with the killing aspects. Which of course is always much more fun.
Security forces, prepare to You're speaking to a Special Forces commander, Meat. Show some respect.
So this boss is really easy. He has a couple of healers which have like no health.
So, you think you're tough meat? Ah! Part of me was hoping you'd try to board this.
Already. And you just kite him around. No big deal.
The Brentaal Star! Attack! For the Republic!
That's another kill. Look at that, I get a knife. I've actually never seen that drop. So it's actually exciting to see that. I've seen the jacket drop. By the way, you can, if they still have it, which I'm pretty sure they can do, you can still buy this using planetary accommodations on German costs. So the next point is to activate the hidden boss, which is not hard to do, just running through killing. All you basically do is do the bonus quest and you'll spawn right here. That was fast. So this boss, pretty simple. If I remember correctly, the GXR Mandroid just powers up. You interrupt. Wait, fortunately, we do not have. Now, the PowerTech power generator is actually for a mercenary DPS. We do not actually have one in this group, so it's no big deal. You sometimes get drops like that. I mean, it's just how the systems go. there's not much left this instance. We are pretty much done. There's actually one more boss left. Remember, I don't know who. Oh yes, Sergeant Boran. I was trying to figure out who that was, because it's been a while since I've done any of this. But that's if you go light side. You face like a party in the basement of this ship. I believe you do board first, and we actually have a death there. And unfortunately, okay, here he comes. No, this is a kind of cool scene.
The escape pods aren't far now. You can make it on your own, General.
And what about you?
Gonna blow it up with a droid.
I will face my destiny. Go now, my friend. Halt where you are. I am Yadira Bane, Padawan of the Jedi Order. I was sent to protect the General, and you will not pass.
She's
I was sent here to take your General. I think one of us will be disappointed.
Yes, I expect you're right about that. But I intend to drive you back, meter by meter if need be, just as the Republic pushed the Sith Empire into the
She
dark
is the
of
final
galaxy.
boss here.
You cannot scare me.
I don't need to scare you, only defeat you, and that I can do.
So she's easy. She pretty much just sucks you in and then does a jump in whirlwind.
You may run, or you may stand your ground, but you'll go no farther. You aren't going to win this. I swear it.
Called Cycle. Does jump around a lot.
You aren't going to win this. I swear it.
So it doesn't do too much damage. Normal, but hard mode, if you got hit by that, you're pretty much dead. It was a one shot. Not surprising. And an actual lightsaber drops. I'm actually a little bit amazed about that. I'm gonna pass on the lightsaber, not just that I don't need it, but I know I don't have any companions that ever use a lightsaber. And even if I did, it wouldn't be soon. So time to get this general. He has lowly defensive. What's left is to capture him and escape.
You can put aside your weapons. I won't try to run. Besides, I doubt I'd make it to an escape pod without my intestines spilling out.
I might just spill your intestines myself. I don't need you alive.
I'm well aware of Imperial policy regarding my kind. I was a general in the Imperial military service. Did they tell you that when they sent you here? Did they even know?
And this is why we're after him the entire time. He defected, and we're here to end his life.
You were a servant of the Sith Empire. You should have been honored to obey.
If you knew what I knew, you'd understand. If you'd heard what both sides are plotting, you wouldn't be eager to restart this war. They're building doomsday weapons, shields that envelop planets, missiles that darken suns. Republic and Empire are planning to raise worlds, annihilate civilizations. It will be unlike anything the galaxy's seen since the Great Hyperspace War. And it's too late to stop it. The so-called peace is already lost.
I've heard enough of this.
Yes, I shouldn't expect you'd care. Well, you have me then. Me, my stomach full of blood, and my implant full of cybernetic secrets and stolen plans. What will you do?
I think I'm actually going to take him back. Interrogate him, so to speak.
You're no use to me alive.
So be it. We're all as good as dead anyway.
Alright, so we just killed the general. Like someone said earlier, we didn't need him alive to begin with. So that was pretty much the Black Talon for the most part. In a long run.
This is Protocol Unit NR02. If you are receiving this message, I urge you to return to the Brentaal star as quickly as possible.
Explain yourself. What's going on?
There has been an incident aboard the bridge. Your tactics have inspired...
Idiots! You'll get us all damn well killed!
So this is actually the difference I was talking about if you left the captain alive or killed him off. You'll find out when we get there, but for the most part, it's almost like saying... Oh, nice, that guy's rocket boost. So usually I see the chest drop for my class, but apparently not this time. So we've returned for the most part. I'm the only one without rocket boots.
Welcome back. I'm pleased to see that you have returned whole. I do apologize for the condition of the bridge. As I'd intended to explain earlier, there was an incident.
Yes, everyone killed themselves.
You'd better tell me what happened, or I'm going to be very unhappy.
Several of the crew were extremely agitated by your behavior. Ensign Hetter feared you might execute anyone who failed to contribute to the mission. A group of officers attempted to flee the ship before you returned. Lieutenant Silas objected, and a firefight broke out. There was a large number of casualties, but don't worry, I am fully capable of piloting the ship back to Dromund Kaas.
You're telling me they panicked and killed one another?
That is correct. It was unexpected. Grand Moff Kilran is eagerly awaiting your report. Should I put him through?
So yes, they killed
Well, the
themselves.
crew dead, I suppose there's not much left to do.
Opening channel now.
Sorry, I keep getting interrupted.
Well, how fortunate I could reach my friends aboard the Black Talon. The droid's been keeping me appraised of your work, but I very much wanted to hear from you. How did the attack go?
So overall, the
Brentaal star has been disabled, and the general is dead.
Pity you couldn't bring him back alive.
Finish this cutscene.
Really, it makes little difference. You should be proud. This is only one of the many operations we're conducting across the galaxy. It's a new beginning to the war. The General was one of the greatest weapons the Republic had, a defector. And you've snatched him from enemy hands. I'll remember this, and I'll make sure you're rewarded.
Spread the word of my success.
I'll make sure your heroism is mentioned when I report to the other Moffs. But my words hardly matter. Soon you'll be joining us on the home world, and you can see for yourself what you've been fighting for. It should be inspiring. Enjoy the rest of your journey. Kilran out.
Alright, so we got a title for that one. I'm just gonna throw it on there, The Merciless. So overall, if you actually spared the captain's life, didn't kill him, these guys wouldn't kill each other because they didn't think you would be that vicious. Because you showed that one act, you scared the crap out of him for the most part. Now we had the ability to go to Drummond Koss. That bounty hunter decided to throw us back on the fleet, so unfortunately this is where we'll end it. So thanks for watching. That was the Black Talon Flashpoint. Hopefully you guys can play and experience it for yourselves. And please rate, comment, and subscribe below. It really helps. And I'll see you guys next time. Let's just get out of this group.
I'm here.
We'll land on Drummond Koss.